A long-running event returned to Wellesley Island over the weekend. 7 News reporter Chad Charette takes us to the Minna Common Nature Center's Autumn Festival.
What's happening at the Nature Center? Just read the signs. Autumn Festival, Autumn Festival, Autumn Festival. Scarecrows led the way to the Minna Common Nature Center's 44th annual Autumn Festival. Whether folks fancied a hayride or a scarecrow decorating competition, there was a little something for everyone.
The kids, the excitement, honest, it's amazing. Different pitches of happiness and screaming. I love the way it just brings families together.
Kids could try their hand at an assortment of games, pick out the perfect pumpkin, and thanks to French Freak Acres, those kids could play with kids, bunnies and chicks. Co-owner Aaron Clock loves giving them that opportunity.
They love it. They absolutely love the rabbits, and we let them go in with goats, and they just love feeding them, and the goats love the attention.
Folks of all ages even had some learning opportunities. They could pick out plants, and the artistically inclined could check out the Goddess of the Autumn Festival, a sculpture made of materials found right at the Nature Center.
I don't think people realize how much is available decorating versus going out and buying and rebuying things. It's important to us to repurpose and reuse.
Usually when folks come to the Nature Center, they're observing wildlife from afar. But thanks to Rick West at Westie's Birds of Prey, folks were able to get up close and personal with raptors like Gizmo here.
I've done it for almost 40 years, and I just enjoy the public. I just like seeing kids smile.
This actually marked the festival's return after a brief hiatus due to construction last year. Everyone we spoke to agreed. It was good to be back. Chad Charette, 7 News.